Fox 56 was the only Lexington station on the scene as police investigated a gruesome discovery, a dead body found at a home in Robertson County. Tonight, Jay Sobardo is at the Bourbon County Detention Center where the suspect is now behind bars.
Andrea, this arrest citation reveals the grisly details of a tragic incident yesterday that left a woman dead. And what police found at the scene is like something you would see out of a horror film. We want to warn you, the information you're about to hear is graphic. Around 12:30 yesterday, Kentucky State Police were called to Briarly Ridge Road in Robertson County, where a caller had found a dismembered body. When officers arrived, they found a body in the backyard with arms, legs, and head severed. The torso was also split and organs were missing. Next to it was a blood-soaked mattress containing more body parts. With a search warrant, police entered the house and found the suspect, Torlina May Fields. She was covered in blood and refused to come out. After using tear gas and a robot to communicate, police took Fields into custody. She's now held at the Bourbon County Regional Detention Center. Inside, police found more body parts cooking in a stainless steel pot in the oven. One of the men who called 911 said Fields had been casting spells and acting aggressively earlier that day. Fields faces several charges, including obstructing governmental operations, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Now, the victim in this case has been identified, but authorities are still working to determine the next of kin. Out of respect for the family, we're not releasing that information at this time. In Bourbon County, Jay Sobardo, Fox 56 News.
Galah Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Wadash, and double honors to the elders of GMS Ruel. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah. Today's lesson, the witchcraft of Babylon the Great. And as you saw from the video, the grisly details of a woman found dismembered in Robertson County in Kentucky State. And when officers arrived, they found the body in the backyard with its arms, legs, and head severed. And upon the officers' investigation, they found other body parts boiling in a pot. And when a man called 911, he also reported that she was casting spells and acting aggressively. And when it comes to this modern day society, it teaches nothing but rebellion and witchcraft. This is what this current wicked society heavily pushes on the left-hand side. They swear upon the Bible, but they do contrary to what the Holy Scriptures say. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, according to the scripture of Job 9:24. So, of course, those rulers are going to govern according to the wicked ways of the left-hand side. No doubt about that. And when it comes to the other nations, they are going to do what they are going to do. But when it comes to true Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you are not to follow and live by the ways of these heathen nations. With that being said, let's go over to Exodus 22:18, which says the following. Exodus 22:18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. To suffer means to not tolerate, to not experience or be subject to something bad or unpleasant. The Lord will not tolerate the ongoing witchcraft of modern-day Babylon the Great to go on forever. That's the reason why modern-day Babylon the Great, aka America, will receive the greater judgment to come. The mistress of witchcrafts. The mistress of witchcraft shall receive that greater judgment to come. These wicked warlocks, wizards, sorcerers, and witches that conjure up spells and demons upon modern-day Babylon the Great shall taste of the lake of fire. Here we have that scripture of Revelation 21:8, the lake of fire. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. The first death was by water, and the second death by nuclear fire, and by chariot laser fire. That's the second death. Nuclear fire and by chariot laser fire. The chariots of the Lord shall engage by shooting laser beams of their own upon the people, upon the infrastructure, you name it, upon the cars. And the time approaches when the Lord shall permanently cut off the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts. Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. And there you have it, the mistress of witchcrafts is America. That's the reason why the scripture of Micah 5 and 12 does say, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Right. Soothsayers, meaning fortune tellers, tarot card readers, or one who attempts to predict the future using magic, intuition, or intelligence. A diviner. The Lord shall also remove the lawyers and attorneys, which are a bunch of low-level masons of witchcraft. Everything upon modern-day Babylon the Great shall be removed, because what's coming is a righteous chapter upon this earth, and it shall be on earth as it is in heaven. A righteous chapter is coming for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Tainos, and Native American Indians. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. A righteous chapter. And to that kingdom there shall be no end. But with that being said, Kalalau Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the elders of Jemes Ruel. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akimater in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah. And to the Akwath who listen, Barakatah as well, Shalom.